Hi everyone, and welcome to the EcoInvestment update for November 20th, 2016. And in the United States, it's Thanksgiving week coming up, and I want to wish each and every one of you a wonderful, happy, and blessed Thanksgiving for 2016. And I'm recording today in front of the wall of sound, and well, I'm kind of excited because I have a new camera here. The Panasonic, the Lumix LX10, the latest and greatest in, I think, compact cameras that take great pictures and videos too. So I'm very anxious to give it a try. Anyway, it's been another dynamic week in the market here, and we've had this amazing sort of upthrust from the day, well, the evening that Trump was declared to be president. Of course, we had that ridiculous 700 point overnight futures drop, and the next day we had kicked off this tremendous rally that's taken us up, well, over 1,000 points here, and it's been a heck of a ride. But have you ever had one of those experiences where you'll be on a freeway, an expressway, or a highway, and you're sitting in bumper-to-bumper traffic, and you're looking at your phone, and you're looking at your Google Maps, and you see you got 2 miles to sit through this before it clears and moves again. You finally get up through that area where the traffic starts to move again, and your instinct is just to floor it and get into the clear. And the next thing you know, a half a mile down the road, you're coming in real fast. There's a ton of brake lights, and you have to hit the brakes hard, or you're going to rear end somebody. You're so excited about what's happening that you kind of overrun your position, as they say in the military, and the potential is that you get wiped out. We have to be very careful here. We've had this post-election spike, which, of course, with Donald J. Trump, the president-elect, a lot of people were unprepared for the fact that he might win. All the polls and everything were pointed one way, and yet he came through with a pretty comfortable electoral margin, and when all was said and done, it might be the popular margin too. But the point is, there was that unpredictability there, and the markets don't really like that unpredictability, but they certainly voted with their money the day after the election and over the last 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks. So where do we stand now? Well, I think in my mind we're kind of in danger of maybe overrunning our position. We've had a huge spike in interest rates here on the 10-year side, and as you guys know, I've been telling you, you don't want to be holding those long-term interest rate products, those 10-year, those 20-year, even some of the 30-year bonds and things, because they're going to be a death trap. They are going to be capital wipers out of the first order. Because remember, when you're out there on the real long end, 20 or 30-year maturities, it only takes a little bit of a move to really wipe out a lot of capital. So you should not be in those products. And I'll tell you, I'm being awful careful too about the shape of the market, because one thing I do notice, when those interest rates spiked up over the last 2 weeks, mortgage activity basically collapsed. And we have to be very careful, because that's been one of the really slow drivers of the economy. We've had a big jump in banks too, and airlines, so we have to be careful that we don't overrun our position here. I've taken some profits over the last week in some of the positions I put on election night, had that big run, and now I just have to kind of beware that we're not overrunning our position. The dollar continues to be strong and taking no prisoners, and that can't be beneficial for exports. I think our dollar's the strongest it's been since 2003. That 13 years ago. So there's a lot of things coming into the picture, rising interest rates, a strong dollar, that present terrific headwinds to an economy that's, well, not even growing that fast. So, when Janet Yellen testified before Congress this week, she was a little wishy-washy about a rate increase, although most people seem to think in December one will be on the table, but the Fed is so skittish Any little upset between now and then, coming into the Christmas shopping season, is going to have a, well, it's going to have a dramatic effect on them, and it'll probably freeze any thought of having a rate increase. So I'm still in there. I'm about 25% invested from 50%. I'm watching the positions carefully. I don't want to give a lot up. I'm willing to give about a 5% pullback on some of them, but no more. Been plenty of money made. Bulls win, bears win, pigs get slaughtered. So don't forget that. Anyway, happy Thanksgiving to you in the USA. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in a week or two.